I'm a big sports fan. I love sport. I love all forms of sport, mainly because I'm hopeless at all of them. But I admire anyone that can do something I can't do. And so boxing is one of my favourite sports. Good boxing. I don't mean slugfests, but a really good fight. And Les Darcy was one of the greatest boxers, Irish Australians we've ever had. He died at 21. He's in the American Hall of Fame. He was world heavyweight champion, world middleweight champion, and he was phenomenal, a phenomenal boxer. So I figured he was one of the first greats, so I thought I had to include him, especially if I'm looking around that time.
See him dance.
The Drifter is a legendary song that one of my friends told me about whether he was actually lived or he didn't live, a gambler in Sydney who used to play all the little illegal gambling places, and he did them all out of their money. He was probably a card counter. And in the end, they say that he got his just desserts, but then there were rumours that he surfaced in other places, but he was virtually run out of Sydney. There was legend that was that he was killed, or the thing is he maybe didn't even exist from, it's just one of those urban legends, you know. Renee Gayer sang with me on that one, which was great, and because when I said to her, I said, this is what it's about, I want you to make sure it sounds really almost quite creepy. You've got to really lay this in, you know. And she did. Once she sang it, she hit it right on the knocker.
One would not walk away. The Ira River run down, brown into the
Squizzy Taylor is one of the tracks on the album, and I had to write about Squizzy because my grandmother used to see him standing on the corner of Bridge Road and Church Street in Richmond. And his little, well, his big speakeasy, or what I guess it was called a speakeasy then, or a sly grog place, or gambling den, was like one block towards the city in Melbourne, and to the left, third house in. And she said she would see him as a young woman standing on the corner of Church Street and Bridge Road out in front of the pub with all these thugs, and she said, oh, he's a little squirt. He was only 5 foot. She said he was a little squirt, but he was always surrounded by really heavy, tough thugs. And she said he did dress particularly snappy. The song Sharkmouth was about a incredible looking guy, a guy called Thomas Archer. And when I first saw his photo, it was really, it was almost like it spoke to me. And I loved it so much I took the photo home and looked at it and ended up writing a song about him. And he was a petty criminal. He wasn't as bad as I sort of almost painted him. He was mainly a con man. And looking at his face, I reckon he could con you into anything because he's so scary. He'd say, yes, 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 whatever you say. And he would usually go into a shop and he would have £5 and he'd say, I want to buy that thing up on the shelf there, which would be like probably 10 shillings. And they'd have to give him £4, 10 shillings change. As he would give them the money and they'd start to count out the change, he'd go, oh no, hang on, no, I need the £5. Maybe I'll give you the correct money. Oh no, I'll give you £1. So he'd give them £1 and they'd give him back the 5, and then he'd say, no, on second thoughts. And in the end, he would do this circular thing with the money and invariably walk out of the shop with a £1 extra. And he was an incredible con man, so I thought, this is great, I've got to do a song about him.
Shockmouth was a ladies' man, saw himself as a modern Don Juan. He put his bite on who it could. Bad is bad, not misunderstood. 1916 times were lean, and Shockmouth's crew, they were razor keen. From the
crossed down to the loop. They all knew Sharky's crew. They put